Greetings, dear Leo. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And today we're going to go ahead and take a peek at your Venus in retrograde reading that we are going to elicit from the tarot, okay? So in the description of this video, I have linked my longer analysis of what Venus is, right? Like the astrological profile of Venus. And then also what a retrograde in this planet is going to look like collectively for us. Okay, so I explained a little bit about that energy. So please feel free to check that out if you'd like to understand more information of some of these planetary transits, right? And what they kind of mean for us on a collective level so that you know that you're not tripping. There is something actually going on, okay? So what this means, Venus is our planet of interpersonal relationships, right? Of all sorts. That's with our family members, our our work colleagues, our romantic partners, right? Our friends. So there could be an effect to that, but Venus also rules over like beauty, luxury, aesthetics, your finances, your security. Venus is the planet of all of the things that we find pleasurable in our tangible world, okay? So when we're talking about this going into a retrograde, there could be some challenges, right? When it comes to our interpersonal relationships, our career and our finances, perhaps the way that we look or how we're feeling about our bodies and ourselves, right? In that sense, our aesthetical appearance could also be quite challenged around this particular time. Okay, so being just very aware and careful to not get too down on yourself or with other people, because this is something that we are probably going to be experiencing in this time. So when we're talking about Venus in Aries, right? So Venus is in Aries at this moment. Now, Venus in Aries is very it's aggressive, it's abrasive, it is cardinal, so it's very like active, right? But one of the things that concerns me about a Venus in Aries is that it could come across as very dominant. So there could be issues in our interpersonal relationships where you or another person, you're kind of in competition mode. There's a lot of dominance or competitive spirit that could be affecting some of our personal relationships. And that's even including our jobs, our careers, our finances, like looking at your money and seeing, are you being too aggressive with investing, or looking at your 401k, you could be finding there could be some fluctuations in there that make you a little nervous. It seems like, oh, what's going on? Okay. So it's going to be in Aries from March 1st until March 27th. And then it's going to shift, right? Or it's going to retrograde into the sign of Pisces. Now, what that's going to look like, Pisces loves Venus. Venus loves to be in Pisces. It's exalted in that, okay? Pisces is very dreamy. It's very intuitive. It's very loving. The one thing that concerns me about it being in retrograde in that particular sign is now we're looking at being a little too soft on ourselves or other people, seeing things with rose-colored glasses, so to speak, where you're just not really seeing the reality, you're romanticizing things, okay? So this is very tricky energy because it could be just a lot of push or pull, right? Between that Venus and Aries and then that retrograde back to that Pisces. It's like almost like hot and cold. It's fire and water. So we could be seeing like it's almost like bipolar effect to all of those things that we associate with Venus. Okay, so that's just a heads up. So Leo, let's go ahead and just get into your reading. Let's see if we can channel some messages for you, dear Leo, to see what you can expect during this Venus in retrograde. Okay, let's go ahead and set the intention that this is for the sign of Leo. So I am making this for Leo, Sun, Rising, and particularly your Venus. Okay. And I hope that the messages can resonate with you in some capacity. You're able to gain some insight from any of these messages and apply them to your own life, always and only for your highest good. Because Venus is known as kind of the sensual planet. I figured I'd use a little spicy deck. This is Tarot of Sexual Magic. So we're using that. I'll show you a little bit of those cards. It's spicy. All right, and then we're going to close the reading out with a couple of cards from the Romance Angels Oracles, just to see if there's any outlying messages that could assist you during this period, or something more that we can add to this reading, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Leo, we are first looking at, where is your heart at this time? So How are you just like feeling just about people around you, your life in general, with the things that you love? Where's your heart at this time, dear Leo? Where is Leo's heart at this time? You're definitely in manifesting mode here, okay? So you could have a lot of creative juices flowing. You're just thinking outside of the box. You're looking at the resources that you do have and trying to figure out how you could, let's see. Oh, that's a lot, but okay. We've got the moon. We have the Hierophant to do with relationships. We've got the Seven of Wands, and then we've got your card, the Strength. Okay, now Strength did come out in the reverse position, and I am going to follow reversals for this particular reading. All right, so looking at this, the Magician, you are really focused. There are things that you're starting. This is a great time for you to be doing. Your heart could be very inspired and just getting involved in like your passions. You're pursuing things. You're getting like really active to what you want to do. And this could look like going into school to something, getting certifications, just broadening your skill set in some way, okay? Because this Hierophant is a commitment card, right? It could be commitments to another person, like if you have a spouse, you're pouring some time into them, or you guys are spending a lot of time together. Or if it's not that, this could just look like you following a course of action, right? Because that the Hierophant is all about those things that we do, like going to school, getting ourselves certified for something, learning new skills or trades in some sort. Okay, so I could see you really manifesting that, and being that it's coming with the Magician, I'm kind of feeling like there's something that you're inspired to act on during this particular time. Now you've also got the Moon, so intuitively you're on it, right? The Moon also is just trusting your intuition, trusting that you know where to go, that things are going to be okay. All right. And this is also, it could be like voluntary changes, like you actively making the plan to do something. Okay. Not just things falling in your lap. It's you being more assertive. Okay. And then we got the Seven of Wands. So this is like for sure a very, very assertive. Seven of Wands is also like establishing really strong boundaries in life with the people around you, and just understanding your worth and understanding where your limitations are at this particular time. So I do see you in that. And then you've got the Strength card, and it's in the reverse position. Okay. This to me is more you could be lacking, like somewhere inside of you there is a lack of confidence, because if you are charging into doing something new, it's just like you're not so like assured as of yet. It's almost like you're just putting on your shoes to kind of get out of the door to whatever this new thing that you're manifesting in your life is, whether that's a project, a job, a school, what is something that you're learning. I'm seeing you following that path, like you're doing it, you're making those changes. You have erected very strong boundaries with people around you. Like it's like you're not hearing any naysayers, but I do think there could be perhaps some naysaying within yourself, right? Because that Strength card in reverse is just like I'm looking like I'm confident, like I really know what I'm doing, but I really don't. I just got these are training wheels, right, that I have on it, that I'm using at this time to, you got to walk before you run, so to speak. Okay. So that's where I see your heart at. That's great. Like lots of really positive creative energy, like you really asserting yourself and just kind of going out there and creating something, right? Following the rules and doing that, doing just that. All right, let's look in. What are your subconscious values? So when we ask this question, this is not our values that we have and that we love, because oftentimes we are in scenarios like our circumstances just kind of are, right? And we don't always choose the things that are in our lives. They kind of come about sometimes because of who or what we know or where we are in the world and anywhere. But let's see, like deep inside, what do you really value? And another thing, I don't want to get too long winded with it, but another thing that's really important to do in a Venus in retrograde is to really, because retrogrades is all about, it's not really about like taking so much action more than it is than putting in the groundwork for that action, setting the intention and the plan. Okay. And it's a good time to really like be in to think about things in retrospect, or to think about things in a way where you're just reflecting on what you value. Okay, so this is a great time for that. So let's take a look at what are your subconscious values. What are Leo's, I'm connecting to, subconscious values? Ace of Cups. Honestly, Leo, you're such a lover. Ace of Cups. You are so attracted to the newness of things, the newness of relationships, the newness of an opportunity, just wanting, like, and one thing about Leo, like Leo has enduring passion, right? From what I know about Leos are, it's a fixed fire sign. So it's like once Leos have accepted a passion that they have, you kind of stay the course with that for some time, all right? So also at the same time, you do need the inspiration, right? To kind of start anew. And maybe this is just your subconscious values, like for Leos who are single or married, whatever your coupling situation is really just wanting a new relationship, right? That's actually like honestly what you want. You want to be in love with life, in love with your partner, in love with the idea of starting a family, in love with the idea of like going into a new chapter. Okay. So let's clarify that though. So you've got the Ace of Cups. Love that. The Eight of Swords, you just feel like you're blocked. And you've got the Nine of Cups. Yeah, okay, interesting. There's a feeling, and this has come up for quite a few signs. Like, I don't know if these are, you feel blocked by your certain circumstances. I just feel that you could be with the Eight of Swords, it's almost like there are some limiting thoughts that you have about what you deserve or what's possible for you to have. Now, these can be self-imposed things, right? It's just something that you're thinking because you're just in your head about this, right? Or just not feeling very hopeful about your current environment can offer you this new life that you desire, okay? And so in the meantime, you really want to be okay with wherever you are in life, okay? Because Nine of Cups is really you being just satisfied with what you have. This is satisfied and grateful for your physicality, for all of the abundance that you do have, all of them being just grateful for that, and that you almost don't want to be stuck in a mode of wishful thinking. So you really just try to create a life, even though you want more per se, you try to create a life that you just love. Okay. And so I feel like that's what you value subconsciously. It's like you always have a hope and a dream for something more or something else, but at the same time, the life that you're living, like you don't stop to just live the life. You want to be always in a relationship in with yourself in life, that you are creating the life that you really want and that you can really be proud of. Okay. So even though you do sometimes have these limiting thoughts of what's coming to you, I feel ultimately you know that it's divine timing. It's going to come. You just don't know when, but it's going to come. Okay. So I feel like those are your subconscious values. Okay. Is being happy in life, your current state, but also feeling blocked for what your next goal or what your next objective is. So let's see. Also, during this period, we need to be looking at what we no longer value. We could just be in the course of just, like sometimes repetitive cycles. Also, Leo has to be careful of that because it is a fixed sign. It can have the tendency to just keep going and going and going and going, even though whatever it is not necessarily serving you. Like whether it's that job that you really need to quit, but like, the money's good, it pays the bills, and it's just like, and maybe you're just not like finding something that you deem as better or worth you leaving. And so this is just looking at what you value. It could be the same thing with relationships or friendships that you're having. Okay. What do you no longer value? I'm going to put that back. Hold on. What does Leo no longer value? You got the Fool in the reverse position. You got the Ten of Swords also in the reverse position. And you have got the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So this is in the position of what is just like not working for you anymore. You're not like, the Fool is just, you're not so eager to just start things all over or start new things without really thinking about them. I feel like maybe impulsivity has could have also bought you some difficulties in life as well, right? With that Ten of Swords. So it's almost like you're just like, okay, I've kind of learned my lesson. um when it comes to whatever this is, like I said, it's going to mean, it can mean something different to me or you, but there is definitely something about like you understanding that you're just not going to jump on something just because it seems like a good idea. It has to make sense. It has to be of value to you in order for you to invest in something. You're not just taking any old opportunity. You're looking through things in a way, and you're just like not really, because you've got the Five of Pentacles here, you're not in a lack mindset. You no longer value, like, I can't, I won't, I don't deserve. That's just not, that's, you don't have time for that. You have time only for what's meant for you and what's meant to elevate you. Okay. The idea in life is that we are on a journey and we're constantly moving and getting better in some way, shape, or form. Okay. So I feel like you don't value just starting anything new, just going any new place. It really has to make sense and it really has to align with you on a personal level for you to invest in it. You have been burned before and it's not going to happen again. Okay. And like I say that in all things Venusian. So remember, put this in the perspective of your Venus, what you like, what you love, who you like, who you love, right? Put it in that mind frame of understanding that you're just not going to accept anything. You'd rather like decline, reject, reject, than to agree to be in something that's not meant for you. Okay. So that's what I see you no longer valuing just plethoras of opportunity. You need the right opportunity, the right person. Okay. You're not just going to be in a relationship. Oh, well, she likes me and I guess they'll do. No, no. Okay. So how can you reconnect to what and who you love or value? Okay. How can you reconnect to who and what you love and value? Dear Leo. Okay. Knight of Wands. Having a little flirty, spontaneous spirit will do you well. Ten of Pentacles. Okay. And you got the High Priestess. This is saying that like I think like Leos are very underrated psychics in a way, okay? Because there is like a certain amount of like shininess sometimes to Leos, that it could be sometimes hard to take them as like the intuitive type, okay? But I feel like with this High Priestess, this is like you really connecting with yourself so that you understand how to trust yourself to follow, to make the right decisions and to follow a path that you want to be on. And I feel like the way that you're going to do that is really acting on some passions that you have, right? Because that Knight of Wands is about this is like something that you desire to do, and it's like, well, do it. Okay. If it's speaking to you, I feel like your intuition is very strong at this time. And I feel as a result of that, you're very likely to experience some material abundance, perhaps, because you got the Ten of Pentacles here. All right. And that could be like how you connect to something. And we know like Leos probably love to go shopping. I feel like that's also a Leo thing too. So I feel like by acting on some passion, but understanding, like following your intuition, being like, yeah, this is a little crazy. I don't always do this, but you know what? I'm going to do this. You can get some money from that. Okay. Or if it's not money, it's just an opportunity that is going to like bring you right to that. Remember that first card was this magician, right? You trying to manifest the life you desire. Let's go ahead and get a couple of cards from the romance angels. We'll do 3. Show me any romance angels for our Leos. What do the romance angels have for Leo? Oh, Lord. Okay. That says, because I'm not getting that. This is true love. So, true love. Could be if you're in a partnership or you're seeing somebody, this is it. Okay. Let's do another one. Okay. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay. Do one more. All right. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So, okay. I see these things for you, dear Leo. I hope that helped. Anyway, my name is Tifa. I do tarot. If you are interested in getting a reading with me and you enjoy the way that I read tarot, also offer different services like birth chart analysis, new moon readings as well. Please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe for anything that's additional as well. I love you, Leo. Be safe out here for Venus retrograde. Take care. Bye.